I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying
Hello.
on. Name? One of us would kill our own.
Sure.
You aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Okay, oh, well, yeah, that's why they wanted my name. Just to check if we're a killer, I guess. But we're innocent, right? Because apparently the Magister saw us sleeping.
Surely.
So we can't be the murderer. This is like a little like murder mystery, I guess. Sort of.
If you can keep it
Who are you? You're another character, I guess, in the original characters they can choose beginning of the game?
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail.
And really is, I guess the idea, the reason why a narrator always, and especially when he does the sound effects, he reads it in the way he does, is because it's trying to simulate like a D&D campaign, right? The way like a GM, you know, is always describing what you do in the game, I guess.
He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Why does everyone want to touch me? It's weird. Anyone ever heard of personal space?
Fascinating.
Social distancing!
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Ruffle his hair, as Spino. Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
I am reading. Is this not evident?
No.
My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
Damnable eyes.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
Oh, okay. So it's weird, it's like he's independently moving his eyes like a chameleon.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
No, what I want to ask is why did you, touch me like that? It's weird.
Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Who are you?
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough.
Okay, he's a nerd.
It is pleasurable to meet you.
Pleasurable to meet you. Okay. There's a lot of knowledge in the world.
Is there? Wherever do you keep it?
In my head.
Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe.
Well, you see, the mystery of this universe is that you're in the video game, and then this is real.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Divine Order. The most recent threat, the Magisters are fighting the Voidwoken all over Rivellon. Okay, you can choose these depending on your dialogue. Sure, why not? Yeah, they're fighting the Voidwoken. They mentioned that before.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
I don't know. I don't know.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Alright. See ya. You don't know anything about the murder, I guess.
Kill our own? They're picking us off one.
Anyone else I can talk to about the murder? Look at my journal.
Skip to the part
Maybe.
where I
What's the journal button? L?
Shut up.
So these are the main quests, I guess. Chronicles?
Insufferable. Surely.
Get your bearings and go to upper deck.
Here anyway.
As sorcerers, we've been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island for Joe awaits. Or just prisoners, I guess. I'm the murderer. Magisters will pay for a lead on the killer. And also, prevents me from using the sword's magic is the collar. You gotta remove the magical collar, but I can't. I mean, you could try. Like, you know, right here. Here's a source caller. Can't take it, just drag it off. No, I can't do it. Can't do that. It doesn't seem like I got any useful information. Can I talk to you again?
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no.
Nope. I didn't find anything, so... Oh well. Anyway, let's move on.
You think me mad?
And well... Actually, when I went through the tutorial area before, off screen, I actually don't know if you can, like, you know, solve the quest, technically.
Anyway.
Because, well, we'll see.
Keep it quiet, Lord.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Do you really care?
Of course I do. Seems Voidwalk can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it?
Maybe I love Voidwalking, you know? Maybe I'm a Voidwalker.
You'll see. We're gonna help you.
Maybe I have Voidwalkins as pets.
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Alright. Actually, well, there's one more person I didn't talk to. What about you? Yeah, I didn't talk to you, actually.
Would you put a knuckle in it?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
Okay, singing for my slaves. So, just from that, maybe because the Red Prince was like praising us, so maybe the lizards, are they the ruling class of this world, you know? They keep human slaves or something? I don't know.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Indignity.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I want to murder you. You know, I kind of hate the lizards. Because not only are they monster people that I have a hard time empathizing with because of their lizard-like qualities, they kind of also, you know, assholes. Well, maybe not mean assholes, but like more so they see humans as slaves kind of assholes. I don't know.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen balls.
I might consider just murdering every lizard I come across. I don't know. Anyway, oh, something's going on here. Here's Wendigo. Wendigo. She's level 5. Oh no.
What on earth is the matter? Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
And I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Don't you get saucy
Do you?
with me when you clearly
Well,
don't know the
perhaps
first
you're
thing about
absolutely
sauce.
right.
Maybe I shouldn't be here. I don't know.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
And there's William.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
And this is the witch from the very beginning of the game, I guess? Who, like, you know, used source magic and a bunch of apples. And then I guess summoned the Voidwalken. I guess that's what it is. Those monsters that came.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
Yes, hello?
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad.
She's gonna murder more people,
You
gonna murder
there,
me.
Sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Say, yes, sir, this murder must be brought to justice. You know, ironically, I'm, well, again, don't worry about it. The guy that I didn't kill him, you know, in the very bottom of the ship. I just knocked him out, okay? I didn't kill him. It didn't count. Anyway. It's funny how, like, again, like, this murder must be brought to justice even though I'm kind of a murderer. Sort of. Anyway. This would be a perfect opportunity to create a mutiny. Tell the woman you stand by her. I think she wants to kill me, though, so probably not. Yeah, what do you mean by there, you know, are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh, that was easy. Can you remove mine, too?
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Fight. Oh, I can't do anything. He'll use Source Blast. And now everyone's dead. Game over. The end. That's the end of the game. It's a very short game. It's only an hour.
What's happened?
Okay. Got 400 experience though. Amazing. Hey, look at these dead bodies. Nah, no loot though. What's the point if there's no loot? It's 4 gold, I guess. Where's your sword? No. I think, yeah, over here is some stuff. Ooh, a two-hander. Pickaxe. Also two-handed. A good part of a two-hander. Which one's better? I guess it's about the same. I guess, well, I get all of them, I guess. But technically a pickaxe is worth more, so I can sell that, I guess. Yeah, I'll just grab all of these. So those are your weapons, like, those are your tutorial weapons, I guess. Depending on the class you picked, I think. Well, what is this? I guess, yeah, we'll use like a broken sword. Reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, actually. You know, there's a character that uses literally a broken sword in that game. I'll keep the weapons for like selling, maybe. Yeah. How much space do I have? I only have like 2 rows, is that it? Or maybe it's dependent on weight. It says 25 out of 140? Anyway. Moving on fire, I assume, yeah, everyone's dead over there. I see some people are just dead. Open these things. I don't think they, yeah, these things don't have anything in them. Let me just look. Empty, bottle of wine, red snapper. I can grab a bottle of wine. Is that worth anything? 20 gold. Again, I can just loot everything and sell it. Whatever. Let's just get drunk. Again, if it's not worth more, at least around 100 gold, or at least useful. I'm keeping the weapons because I might be able to use it later on, maybe, for other characters. Though I think I already know what character I want to have on my team, actually. Oh, that's locked. I can go up. You guys didn't have any keys? Oh, that's a dead person over there. Everyone's dead. Yeah, I can't go this way. I can go this way. I can try breaking the door. It has a lot of HP though, so that's problem. Requisitions. Note. Used to read. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me just look at these notes real quick. Good spirits, sullen, that lone wolf, creaky voiced woman. Oh, this is just like inventory, I guess. Okay. You know, a lot of things you can read in these RPGs, but I don't want to read them all. There's a lot of reading to do. That's not really important, I feel like. Here's a key. A raw bird leg. You just have a raw leg. And well, I guess so. Honey pen mushrooms allow you to create potions, so I'll be on the lookout for those, I guess. In fact, maybe I should have grabbed the potions at the bottom deck. At the bottom deck. Gold? In fact, I might do so anyway. He just has the chicken leg. He didn't cook it. It was just a raw leg in his inventory. More dead people. Doesn't like loot them all? Don't worry about it. You know, this is what you do in RPGs. You just loot everyone. Even though in real life, it's a bit gruesome to just go through the dead bodies and, you know, to grab their stuff. Oh, he's dead. Gold. Backstab damage. This is a knife, I guess. Stained pants. I guess I'll grab those. There's Red Prince.
Oh! What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Turnips. Just throw some water in his face.
Water? Wine, for goodness sake. Oh!
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Can I just, like, hit him? Real quick?
You shake the lizard by the shoulders, but you're unable to wake him up.
Okay. I was thinking of just murdering him right now. Yeah, I mean, you can. You can murder these people, by the way. The one thing I like about this game is the fact that there's I mean, as far as I know, most of the characters are not essential. You know, a lot of these RPGs, they tend to have like, because of the open world and everything, if you try killing certain characters, it doesn't work because they're important to the quest. But I like the idea, just like Morrowind, I guess. You can just murder everyone, you know? You can just do that. As far as I know, anyway. I don't know if there's any essential characters I haven't met yet. It seems like you can just murder everyone.
Lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips.
Yeah, I'll leave him be. Most of these, I guess, original characters are just knocked out. Don't worry about them. They'll be fine. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, more characters. How about her, though? Probably, okay, I think Sybil probably will be my companion.
No.
For various reasons, I guess.
Not yet.
Get up.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's
Okay, it
The
doesn't
dice
work.
roll darkly.
Right, the dice roll darkly, just like in D&D. She rolled a 1 from a D20. Oh, the sheep is dead. Let's grab some raw mutton from the sheep. I don't know about that. Again, such a shame of these magisters, you know, in their full plate armor and weapons, you can't grab any of it. You know? Just like, you only grab a little bit of what they have, not all of it. Gold. Oh, and you can check this corpse. A chunk of flesh. Well, I'll take it. Because, Sybil mentioned before, elves can eat, you know, dead bodies, or at least part of a dead body. Get stuff from it, so I'll keep that in my inventory. Just, you know, just keep a chunk of flesh in my pockets, don't worry.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go full-on murder hobo just yet. You know, again, I don't count the person on the bottom deck. I mean, they're gonna die anyway, right? Never mind. Let's see. Alright, here. I would like to, yeah, just grab the bottles real quick. I guess I should grab the bottles. If there's one crafting I want to do, is healing potions. That's important. Grab the healing potions real quick. Crafting. You have collect the right ingredients to craft your first potion. Combine your ingredients to craft. Open your inventory and press craft in the middle to start craft. No walk on fire. How do I craft? I don't know how to craft. Combine with? Potion? This one? Combine. Ta-da! Got a minor healing potion. Amazing. So gotta be on the lookout for penny bun mushrooms. Put in empty potions and then you get stuff. Well, I don't know, he's still knocked out. He's not dead, he's just knocked out anyway. There's also this guy. I guess he got exploded behind the bars somehow. Just grab your stuff, your plate, sell it. Useless but pretty. Okay, fine. It says, it says specifically to sell. I don't want to just hoard everything, but it says sell it, so I guess I have to. Gotta wait for merchants though. There's no merchants on this ship. Let's just go back up. It's funny how, like, you know, the ship's probably capsizing right now and there's fire everywhere. I'm just like looting. I'm just looting real quick. Time to leave. Over here.
Blocked.
Oh, okay.
I'll need to find another way.
Oh, not that way. What's the other way? Over here. The stairs I saw before. Let's go this way. Awoo! Rough. Hello, dog. You're wet. You're wet. Everyone's wet. I think there's a talent actually. I think it's called Pet Pal. You know, where you can like talk to animals. I guess you could do that. I'm not. Well, I'm not, you know, it kind of breaks my immersion though because
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
apple juice heals 10%. It's not like my character's like a druid, you know. I feel like only druids
Well, onwards and upwards.
should be able to talk to animals, not any other type of character. There's some people over there. You go this way, go that way, this way. Oh, some loot. Can you pick the lock? I can, even though I'm not a thief. I guess maybe you can pick it anyway. Oh, okay, you can just do that. I don't know. I didn't know you could do that. So I have lockpicks, but I guess, you know, I was thinking like most doors I imagine would be too hard for me. Oh,
By divine grace, who was that howling?
there's the Magisters. They have low health.
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Another sorcerer. Well, how about you take this collar off me, you know? We can help each other.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny.
Sorcerer mutiny. Strength persuasion, intelligence persuasion. I'm gonna avoid persuasion, I feel like. This is not a persuasion character. I'll probably just fail the persuasion check. There is a mutiny, you know? Oh, well, who is this woman?
Curdled my blood when she appeared. Ship shook like a typhoon had struck, and then she was gone again. Look around. You see how that story ends? Nothing but Source can do this.
Nothing but source. I mean, I don't want to murder him, but I don't have high intelligence, I feel like. I have 10 intelligence. I have high strength. Well, it's my best chance, I guess. Like, I just kill him right now. I mean, I have no qualms killing these Magisters. They're my captors, so. But if I can like intimidate him, all right. There is a mutiny, you know. If you want to see his family again, stand down. Nope. Okay, I don't have any persuasion.
Your lies end here.
Oh. Well, that's fine. I'll just murder these people. It's self-defense, you know? Bam, he's dead. Ragdoll. Hilarious. I guess I'll just encourage myself real quick, you know? Just give myself a little back pat. You can do it, me. I guess, let's see. There's several abilities, by the way, and I didn't really mention them before, but, you know, warfare abilities over here. This one's a stomp, knock them down. This one's a dash, and this one is a debuff. Significant battering ram this person. Yeah. It's blocked by physical armor, though. I think the way it works in this game is that everyone has physical and magical armor determined by their armor, which I don't have none, so you can't really see much of it. But if they have armor, then you can't do any of the other, like, you know, knockdowns or any kind of debuff until you get down their armor in order to do so. At least from what I see in the combat, anyway, in the beginning. I mean, let's just hit him, I guess. You can also do, yeah, all in. Okay, let me just... I like having my combat abilities on the left. And I'll put my... Let's see, I'll put my items on the right. I prefer having them separated, you know? Let's do something like that. And then put here, and a water balloon. I don't know how useful that is, it's just a water balloon. There's all in. Perform a heavy attack that deals 13 to 15 physical damage. Sure, why not? Yeah! And then you can, like, do crippling blow. Blam. Okay, he's dead. Oh, blood. No loot, though. What's the point if there's no loot?
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
Flat. Earth-chan. Flat. At least do gold, I guess. Letter. Use my, some of my force abilities to grab that letter. My sweet Stefan, as I write this letter, we are near the Isle. By the time the Isle delivers, I'll be but a day away. IP Alexander, just as you said, but you think when the blessing of those children from their mothers? Can this be the only way? I feel cold inside out. One thing I'm certain, your arms will warm me when I find you again. With love, Rix. Well, who are you? You're Rix. Oh, okay. Rix is dead. I guess Stefan will be sorely disappointed. Anyway, any loot in this chest? Okay, there's an eyeball, some meat in this chest. Who has this chest? Or a piece of metal? Like a nifty weapon. That's just crafting, I guess. And a shiv. The 0.1 weight though. I was gonna say I was in the. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it. I don't want to craft unless it's potions. I don't want to like focus too much on crafting. That's like water. How useful is that? Even this. Bound tomes. What are these books? The Source Hunters, bound they were. I'm not gonna do too much lore hunting. I don't know. I prefer lore if it's not in books, like specifically not books. I don't know. I just don't want books. Rip painting. How much is a painting worth? Is it heavy? 0 gold. Not worth it at all. In fact, I don't like it so much that I'll destroy it. Murder the book, or not the book, the painting. I don't like this painting. Destroy it. Amazing. Okay. Anything else? Shabby letter, unsent letter, busts of Alexander.
Bishop
Look at it.
Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
I can sit in this chair real quick. You know, I can sit in this chair, read the lore, but I'm not gonna. Open this door? No, there's no key. There. Ooh, a gold cup. I might as well. Let's see. That's I can't pick the lock. Oh, because did I use up my pick lock? Is that what it is? I guess that's what it is. Yeah. If you, it's a consumable. Okay. You know, it depends on the game. It varies from game to game whether or not a pick lock is consumable or not. Sometimes you can use it until it breaks. You know, from failing a mini game, or it's just a one-time use. I guess in this game. I didn't consider that. There's a gold cup. That's worth something.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick!
Fire. I'll just do this. Boom. Oh, I see a chest there. Did I open that chest before? Oh, maybe I already did. It says empty. Well, this dog is gonna stay there for some reason. You're not gonna leave? Alright. I'll leave without you. I want a dead person. Give me your... Oh, that's a bow. I guess I'll take it for selling. I guess I'll just take it for selling. I only grab weapons. Weapons, materials for potions, potions themselves, maybe spells, you know. But if it's like, you know, useless junk, I'll just not grab it. Have too much in my inventory. You always get in that trap where you just have too much useless junk in your inventory. No. We should just read the note, you know, off the body, but... First off, deathlock barrels have been locked down in the storage sale, you and Rix both. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. Captain Calloway. Calloway. That's dead body over there.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
Whatever it is. Oh. I want to grab that box. I don't need that box. Get out of here. Spellbox door.
On the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey.
Grey.
The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
How can you feel a color?
It doesn't budge. The door groans
I have the key.
open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Oh. Here's some death fog. Instant death for the living. Amazing. Huh? Meet these people first.
I need to get out of here now!
Get out of here now! Oh, don't worry about it. Let me just see if there's any loot first. Beach bomb. No. Oh, there's something here. A cracked sword? Guess I'll grab it. Dead bodies in there as well, but I imagine I can't go in there. I could save first. Let me do a quick save. Yeah. I should do like a full save too. Let's see. There's so many saves. Which one is the one I made before? Is there one like this one? Let's make a new save. Persia. Ooh. What happens if I just go into the fog? Is there a way to like make this fog not go? Because imagine like Death for the Living. Maybe if you're like an undead, because you can make an undead character. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned. I think I mentioned. You make an undead custom character, I guess, where you play as like a skeleton. You know, that's also a thing you could do. I decided not to do it though, because I feel like everyone does. I don't know. I feel like every Divinity, Original Sin 2 gameplay I've ever seen, everyone tends to play the undead. What happens if I just, it took a... Okay, you instantly die. Alright. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Don't breathe in the death fog. It's aptly named, you see. Oh. Might as well grab the wand again, though. How much is it worth? 70 gold? I'll grab it. Let's go somewhere else, though. Which way? Oh, I see him over there. What are you doing over there? You're just reading? You're continuing your reading?
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree?
There you go. He was a skeleton this whole time. I mean, we already know. I already know anyway, because he was one of the characters that you can pick, you know. He's an undead origin, I guess.
It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
Destroy the undead monster.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, yes. Spend your last few minutes of life battling someone that's trying to read a book. What a splendid thought. No wonder you ridiculous creatures keep dying.
Yeah, that voice. Isn't it the same elf you saw down below?
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
Okay. Alright, we'll see ya.
Remember, one of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs filled with water until you can no longer breathe. So, try to avoid that, perhaps.
The skeleton resumes his search, leafing through page after page, while hunching over the book in a futile attempt to keep it dry.
Okay, all he wants to do is read books, I guess. Skeleton man. Well, I guess I don't bother with him. Any other stuff to do? Here's another dead person. No loot though. Gold. And nothing. Is that it? Oh, what about you? Magister Suri. Gold. I just plucked some gold. You know, all these dead people lying around. I'll just pluck some money out of their wallets. The cold, dead hands. I already went here. This is the way back. Let's just go. Let's go forward. Let's get off the ship. Probably a good idea. I don't know. Oh, there's a chest here. Just money. A big chest only has 4 pennies in it. It's like pennies. There's gold. It's funny how, like, it depends on the game, I guess. But I remember D&D anyway. gold tends to be worth a lot. Oh, he's dead. Like one gold like coin, you know, would pay for a lot. But depends on the game, I guess. Here's a knight. Full plate armor. Can't grab it off his body. I mean, in a way, it kind of makes sense. I mean, this game isn't meant to be super realistic, but in real life, you can't just like grab some plate armor, you know, off some dead person because it probably wouldn't fit you. You probably have to have it custom made, you know, make it fit. Anyway, here's a dead knight. Here's some voidlings. I guess these are the void woken, I guess. Also big tentacles trying to murder the ship. I don't think I can hit that though. I'll have to worry about that later, I guess. Let's see. I'll throw a firestorm grenade or something. Or I could just wait. I'll just wait over here, I guess. I'll encourage myself like that. I'm encouraged. I could have just, like, you know, went up and attacked them. I want to at least make sure at least one of them went past through the poison. Anyway, I guess I'll kill this one. Bam. And in fact, I'll do, let's see. This one tends, so let's see, I can like, do they have opportunists? Let's see, I guess. No, no. I can do something like this, and knock them both down. There you go. Works. And that one. And my turn. And they have to get up. That one, oh, they're both dead. Or they're both about to be dead anyway. And that one and that one. There you go. Put the sword on my back, which doesn't make any sense. In real life, isn't that always? That's always a fantasy trope, by the way. Apparently, just every kind of weapon you just glue on your back for some reason, somehow. You just have magnetic backs, I guess. Because in real life, you know, any kind of weapon of, like, that requires two hands, you couldn't just like, oh, it's a fireball. I could grab that, I guess, before fighting these guys. But you know, any kind of like two-hander, it was specifically hard to carry around, so that's why nobody ran around holding two-handers all the time. Most people, at least in, you know, in the medieval ages, who wanted a self-defense option, that guy burned to death, would use a one-handed sword, you know, because it was easy to sheath and everything. You put it in your belt. I'll go this way. I was thinking I could use the barrels maybe. Yeah, most people would use just one-handed swords because they're specifically easy to sheath. But any other kind of weapon, you know, it is hard to carry around, and yet a lot of these fantasy games try to justify using other weapons and also, you know, be as useful as a sword. But again, in real life, people just had swords and that's it, you know? Or at least for self-defense anyway. In war, you know, obviously you would use other medieval weapons, but they weren't easy to carry around, so they would be used as like sidearms, you know. I mean, it's the same reason, like in real life, I guess, you know. At least in America, anyway. In Canada, it's not so much, but in America, most people wear pistols. You know, they don't go around like wearing like an assault rifle. You know, that's not very practical. Oh. There you go. I was gonna grab that crate. I don't know if there's any loot in it. I guess I'll never know. It's been crushed. Can I also go over here? Can I go over here? Over here, real quick. Fun. Hey. Look at the ocean. How pretty. Go back over there. What's over here? Oh, it's back here. Okay. Everyone is still knocked out and dead? Okay, never mind. Oh, there's Gil. He survived. And 2 kids. Was there 3 kids? I guess, is the other kid dead? Oh. Let me just
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
You know, Did this happen before? I don't remember. Because I remember I did the tutorial before. I don't remember Gil being here. How did he end up here?
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes.
Or maybe, well, actually, I think it's because I murdered everyone on the boat. You know, that's what I don't know. I just went full murder hobo when I was just testing the game and everything. I think that's why Gil didn't show up, because I murdered him anyway.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Okay. Call the Yellow Belly Coward. The ship trembles beneath your kids, but the kid's right, so you go back a little day and look for survivors. Tell the kid Gil is right. You're not going back down. Or reach for the release mechanism. Forget the others. You just went off this bloody ship. Yeah. I mean, I know what happens. Because there's a bit of a moral choice here. Do you go back and be a good guy, or do you just leave? Yeah. I mean, what would this character do? We would just leave. I mean, the others... We can't do anything for them anymore. They'll just be sacrificed to the great tentacle monster. We're just leaving. Okay? Okay, kids? Leaving. We gotta save you, you know? We try to save the others, then this tentacle monster will also kill you. We gotta save the kids, right? Sacrifice the few to save the many, or something like that.
But wait! There's still people down there!
There's no time to spare. Let's go.
As the boat rocks downward, a prayer to Lucian we once heard passes through your mind. The law of life from divine within, save me from death and the shackles of sin. You clench your eyes and brace for impact.
Goodbye.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Okay.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Rivellon.
I guess we're dead again. Game over. Or maybe not. Well, I mean, there's that voice of God, I guess, that said, hey, you shouldn't die yet. Alright. Oh, okay, we're alive. Obviously, we wash up the shore and everything. And I don't think that choice matters, as far as I know.
Short bloody work of the ship.
I think I saved everyone last time. Well, I murdered...
Seems someone,
I don't remember.
something wanted me alive.
I don't remember what happened. Actually, when I tested the game, did I save everyone or did I murder everyone? I don't remember now. It's all befuddled in my memory. But again, I don't think that choice matters. If you try to save everyone, I think same thing happens. You get washed up the shore anyway. You know, it's like a Bioware game anyway. And here we are. We're on the beach. We have a broken sword, and we're on our way to Fort Joy, I guess. What's this whirlpool thing? Is this a thing?
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Soul's King.
I assume this is a fast travel point. Yeah, I think so. No statue. Yeah, it's like a save point. It's like a bonfire in Dark Souls. In that case, let's save. Save. Garcia? 3! I don't know what putting 3 really matters. I probably just save, you know. Without like a title. Anyway. There we are. At the beach. Where do we go? I mean, let's just go. I mean, let's explore. I mean, this is where the game kind of opens up, you know. That whole ship part was simply the tutorial. Just to get you familiar with the game and everything. This is where the real Divinity Original Sin 2 begins. Hello?
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
You're supposed to talk to strangers. Also, what I've noticed, I think it's because I played, a bit of the game already before I started like a real playthrough. Usually when I talk to him, there's like a little tutorial, that says, hey, you can like trade with people and everything. So apparently you can trade. I don't know if the game specifically said we should trade with this child. Doesn't seem like they just have a disarming kit, a block and shells, and 0 gold. I don't think it matters. Anyway, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Keep to yourself then, kid.
He shrugs and continues the game with a mirror, inspecting inside his nostrils and around the back of his knees.
He's inspecting himself? What are you looking for?
Sauce? They told me I'm a sorcerer.
A sorcerer?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any sauce on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Well, I don't know. Why are you here alone?
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
And where are your parents?
They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
I assume your parents are dead now. I assume, okay, so this kid probably isn't from the ship. It's just from the prisoner island, because we're on a prisoner island. He's just here by himself. Can I murder him? No. Maybe I shouldn't murder a kid. That'll be going too far. I just wonder, does he have loot though? Anyway. It isn't safer.
But you didn't die.
Why are you not scared?
I guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Nowhere. Everywhere is scary. You should really go somewhere else.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
You'll see. That's ominous. You just murder. There's an option anyway. I mean, a lot of, it's funny, I remember a lot of RPGs, either the kids are non-existent or they're invincible. I believe in this game, I think it's possible to just murder kids. I've tried, but I think they just run away really fast, so it's not really practical to do so. There's no point really, unless you're just really into murdering kids, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's your thing. Anyway. I don't know. You always, in these type of games, you always tempted to just murder kids because, they tend to be invincible and everything. So in a way, it's kind of like a challenge, Even though developers say, hey, you shouldn't murder kids, but they're available here. You could try murdering them. It's possible. Anyway. Look, I'm not a psychopath, I swear. Let's see, let's go through the nature. What else can we see? I see some... Oh, more void walking, I guess. Woken? I say void walkers? That's not right. Void woken. Some slugs.
Void woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
There's a sneaking mechanism, by the way. I don't know if I'll do much of it, but you can press C, and then you can hide in the bush. It's now become Fortnite. You can do some sneaking. I don't know how well the sneaking is in this game, but you can look at their sight ranges, sneak behind them, get in a better position, and then attack them, I guess. Whee! I'm right next to them. I guess they can't see me still. I guess they don't have eyes. No, I just attack them, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you might as well just keep slashing. Better to just attack.
I know you.
You know me. These slugs are talking now? Weird. Oh. Enemy encouragement. And then one more slash, please. Weird slug things. I hate insects. Though, funnily enough, they're not as bad when they're just giant like this. Giant insects, to me, not so bad. When they're actually, normally insect-sized.
Supposed to keep those things at bay.
On the collars, well, the collars don't work, I guess, in terms of like keeping these away. But you know, insect when it's like actually small and everything is actually more creepy to me. I don't know, because they can just get everywhere. You know, they're so fast. But when they're just big, you know, I mean, for one, they're fake. I mean, the giant insects are not a real thing in real life, as far as I know. So they're less scary, I guess, because of that. But yeah, but like actual like insect-sized insects, I guess. They creep me out. I don't like insects.
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
Maybe both at the same time. There you go. Dead Magister Jalen. He didn't survive. He doesn't have plot armor, so he doesn't get to wash up ashore alive, I guess. What is that? Leather scraps? I don't know. Maybe for crafting. I don't know. It's hard to know because it's hard to like know what's necessary for crafting, especially if you never played the game before. So you're like, well, I must grab everything, right? But I don't want to. I'm trying to specifically avoid doing that. Just grab everything. Hello? A squirrel on like another dead squirrel, or is it maybe a cat or something? An undead mount, I guess. Gold. And die by the sword. More crafting. Alright. At least read the crafting books so I can see what they are. But what advice to the badly armed? Tie your knife or shiv to a stick or a branch. Now you got a sword. Amazing. Okay, so that's another recipe. Can you see the recipes actually? Get away. Oh, no, that's sneaky. I press C for crafting. That's not right. I don't know if there's a way to see like a journal maybe. Archive. I don't know. I don't know. There's a way to see like actual recipes, or do you just remember them from the book? You know, tree branch and shiv. You get a sword. Oh, this is closed, I guess. Find a weapon. Closed. Find the murderer. Well, I already found the murderer. And then they get paid. And they get paid. Two main quests: escape from Fort Joy, escape from the prison island, and remove the collar. Chapter 1. 2 is over here right now. And the Magister Crusade, led by Lucian's son Alexander, dominant magisters of the Divine Order are rounding up the sorcerers for exile. Where are we? Where are they putting the first? Go away.
The squirrel looks at you in shock. Are you sure you want to chase him away?
Yes. Goodbye. That might have been a quest. Oh well. I can't talk to animals, so just go away. I don't want like a weird squirrel with an undead cat following me around. Not in my plans. Oh, nothing. Shop raw. Shall. Here's a well. Okay. I mean, here's a red prince. Even though we left the ship and everything, all the other protagonists, I guess, or potential protagonists, they survived. So there you go. Here's Lord.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be?
Could he be?
Yes. You
Just
recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
I gotta, yeah, you know, you appraise me like some kind of horse. I've got a bone to pick with you.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Indeed. Well, you certainly have a lot of nerve, haven't you? To act all high and mighty after what you've done. No need to play the innocent with me. Word has reached me, through a very sour grapevine indeed, that you turned your back on your fellow passengers back on that ship. Left us to fend for ourselves.
Well...
So much easier, isn't it, to look out for oneself alone?
Well, you made it alive, didn't you? I also don't like you, so...
Of course I did. Takes more than some oversized cuttlefish to get the better of me. Besides, you'll find I wasn't complaining. I was making a point. About oneself. Alone. So, if there's nothing further...
Where did you hear about that? About, you know, me betraying everyone?
out of the mouths of babes. A couple of children survived the ordeal with their tattletale tongues in perfect working order.
Should have killed those children when I had the chance. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
I see a kraken-infested wasteland.
Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
I don't know, people see castles in the sky. Might as well have sea castles, right?
Yes, but these weren't castles in the sky, were they? Quite obviously, I was musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
I'm just glossing over his metaphors.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
You lizards all look the same to me.
Oh, may the seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the spouse of the sun.
Well, you don't really look all that impressive right now with your rags and your source collar and your, like, you know, shield made out of planks.
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Okay. So that's his story, I imagine. You know, it's a classic story. The prince becoming the king, or whatever. Exile prince, or whatever. Taking the throne. Getting what he deserves, or whatever. And also, he's a potential companion as well. But I already decided what companion I want. I don't really want him. So I have a lone wolf perk as well, so I only want one other companion. Let's see. Welcome to Tag Along. Yeah, it's been absolutely riveting, but see ya.
Then by all means, dash.
Dash.
He watches you depart without another word, then turns back to face the sea.
You can do all of that on your own. I'll be leaving you. Goodbye. I could also kill him. In fact, that's probably... I mean, there's probably no consequence to killing him. You know, he's a origin character, I guess. You could just kill him and loot his stuff, but no. Here, I guess. First muted, permanent. I'll just leave him there. He can just gaze at the ocean forever. I'll just move on and do other things. More worth my time. Ooh, mushrooms. Penny bun mushrooms. Give me that. Give me that. Can't even see the actual mushrooms. I just see the text. Let's see. Combine. More mushrooms. Where's the mushrooms? Mushrooms. It seems like, I mean, at least for these, you know, easy ones. I don't know, is there like a crafting skill, you know? Because you imagine any kind of RPG, if there's like crafting, there's also a crafting skill that you have to be good at, otherwise, you know, you might fail crafting. I don't know. At least from what I've seen in MMOs anyway. A lot of MMOs do that. Where you can like fail at crafting. I see a chest. Can I grab it? Did I get too far away? Can't reach. Can't go there. I see something on the map. It says vines. Vines? Can I climb? Vines? Ah, not down. Try again? Ugh. I can't go up there and grab the chest. Maybe if you, I don't know, have like a certain spell or a different character or something, you can climb that maybe? I don't know. I just get knocked down. I can't climb it. Oh well.
A black cat. Hello, kitty.
Hello, kitty. Where? She don't see one. See one on the map? Oh, right here. Black cat.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
Acute?
Its eye is clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
A black cat. You know, at least in Western cultures anyway, a black cat is bad luck. But, interesting little fact, in Japan, however, they're good luck. You know, it's the reverse. When you see a black cat, it's actually a good thing. You know? And I'll just follow. I have a pet cat now. I don't have food for you, cat. Can you stop following me? Oh well. At least it's better than a squirrel on an undead, you know, monster. I don't know how are undead. I imagine it's the same, you know, in like a lot of like fantasy universes. I don't imagine an undead person is very much liked normally. Here's another kid. Oh, we saw you before.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? Sure wish you'd gone back to save the others.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I saved you, kid. You don't care about that? I guess we don't.
I did see one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. So I guess some of them survived at least.
No.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Just grabbing shells, I guess. Random kid just grabbing shells. I don't know. That's all. That's your entire life now. I saved your life, kid. You don't care about that. All right. I mean, I guess I didn't save her necessarily. But if we went back to save everyone, you would be drowning as well. So I don't know about that. Well, I see it anyway. Can't swim. I would like some shoes, by the way. You know, some shoes would be nice. What's going on over here?
Your Godwoken has asked you to stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
Okay, here's Alexander. He was mentioned before. I assume he's like the leader of the Divine Order. And Dallas the Hammer. That was mentioned in the cutscene, actually. Someone named Dallas.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
No magisters around.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Make yourself small. Step forward, saying this is injustice at best and base cruelty at worst. Show whether she's telling the truth or lies. You won't find out mutilating her, but presume that this loser's treachery has been great. The regime is run by the pettiest of tyrants. Yeah, that doesn't matter, I guess. Soldier.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Okay, she just cut her tongue out.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it.
The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. You always hear that, you know, sentence in every kind of like RPG. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance.
Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
She has the same hair as me.
I believe we're done here.
Oh. He exploded?
What a waste.
But
Come, you'll be needed elsewhere.
just push me. Here's Dallas. It's like level question mark. Can I examine? Opportunist? Undead? Wait, she's undead?
I can't
Nobody told me that. Aren't undead supposed to not be in the Divine Order? You imagine so, anyway. We just loot a corpse real quick. Money, resurrection scroll, some Molotov cocktails, and a healing potion. Easy. Scroll. I like to separate them like that. Right.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
There you go. I assume this is Fort Joy. Just step over the blood, and we enter the prison town. I guess. So it's where we're supposed to be. There you go.